AudioJungle.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for making you wait for 10-15 minutes. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Um, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you all today for our press meet of Oval. And as you know, we at GVK, we always believe that healthcare is one of the most meaningful sectors where we can make lasting difference. When we looked at fertility care, we saw an opportunity to supporting something deeply personal. And I think you will get to know more about it, why we got into it, and the commitment to delivering the highest standards of care while leveraging advanced technology to improve outcomes. So I must tell you, I would love to invite each one of you all to come, and you will be seeing the what do I say, our sanctuary. We call it our sanctuary now when we release it. But later, we would love to invite each one of you all to come to the to Oval, see it yourself. That it doesn't feel like a clinic; it feels more like home, which is very important. Our vision is simple: to create a place where science and sensitivity work hand in hand, and where every patient feels supported throughout their journey. We shouldn't anybody we do not call them a patient, we call them our guest. We make them feel at home. We don't want them to feel intimidated. That is our core agenda of our Oval family. Thank you all for being here today. I'm not going to take too much of the time because I think we have enough people to talk. And I love to release the
hope in the future comes closer. Poor ethics, and I think just a culmination of all this led me to seek this procedure elsewhere. That's my personal story. And in that journey, through a common friend, I met my co-founder, Dr. Brian. He unfortunately couldn't be here today. He fell sick. But I met him, had a wonderful experience, and that's when my Atma and Mama, and when we sat in a room together and we realized, why not bring the best to our country? And as you all know, they're wonderful in creating the best, be it airports, be it anything that they step into. That was their vision. Their vision was to redefine fertility care in India. And that's exactly what we've built. I keep telling everyone you have to see the space to believe what we've built. Words cannot do justice to this space. We had a wonderful morning today where we welcomed doctors to come and see the place, and they were just in awe of what we've built. Like Atma also described, it's not a hospital, it feels like home. And as a woman who's been through this journey, what I can say is, what young couples who go through this deeply disturbing journey, it's very emotional. All we look for is support, to feel safe, to feel comfortable, and to just trust someone, right? And India is such an amazing country. We are embedded with empathy. That's our culture. And unfortunately, somewhere in this medical industry, it's getting lost with our hustle and bustle. So our goal was simple. It was not only to make an aesthetically beautiful place, but to also fill it up with people who have that and share that culture with us.
I think more than we speaking about us, it will be taken with a lot of fortitude when you speak about us. Well, when I look back on my journey over the past 30 years, of which 25 years was spent in the army, and then I finally quit in 2019, and then finally I was picked up by Pinky Man. And fertility is a very niche sort of specialty. I mean, reproductive medicine as it's called nowadays. Well, it is too young. We just about less than 5 decades into this subspecialty. The first baby was born in 1978, Louis Brown brothers. What has happened in the last 50 years has happened at a rapid pace. And when we move at a very rapid pace, we tend to lose sight of what is going to come in the immediate future. And that exactly has happened with IVF too. Well, what I mean to say here is sometimes the practices we adopt as clinicians or as organizations might not be very well studied or researched. You look at cardiology, for example, it's been around for more than 2 decades, I mean, 2 centuries, sorry. So a lot of papers come out which have a lot of new numbers to back it up. So somewhere during the speed of travel, we tend to lose the focus on ethical practice. That is what we want to change here. And how do we do it? As Meena ma'am actually said, we want to empower the ladies, the guests who come across to us. And this is what we call as democratization of IVF. We empower the patients, the guests, to make decisions for themselves, and we do this by educating them about every nuance of IVF person, so that they choose, they are part of decision making. If you come across to our center, you will also realize that we have a very transparent lab. The couple or the lady, if they wish to talk to the embryologist, they can
to have one child, one done and all done, that total fertility index is getting brought to 2. So దీనివల్ల negative effects ఏమవుతాయి అంటే later on in the future generations, we'll be able to see more of the older generations and the younger generations will find in a lesser numbers. So that, the resources will get compromised. So to, overcome this, whenever couples are facing any fertility issues, they'll have to get evaluated early, not wait for a longer time, and have the best expert advice and choose a center so wisely in such a way that wherein the future of the fertility treatment has to be something technology driven, and it has to be accessible, and then it has to have novel innovations like AI, and then the fertility preservation. Ilanti services unna place lo whenever you get treated, your treatment outcomes are also going to be better. Not only in terms of the fertility centers, but also the expectations from the patient side, they are also improving.